Hello, my name is Vaughn Williams, and today I will be telling you about all sorts of instruments pertaining to Western history. Today I will be starting off with the lute.
The information pertaining to the lute came from a book source known as The Lute in the Golden Age, from Chapter 1.
Some neat characteristics about it is actually that it's shaped like a little baby onion gourd with a stick shoved into it. Its origins were actually found in Arabia. It was brought up whenever the Muslims traveled up north. So we'll go to the audio example. The lute is pretty interesting in its origins, and it is actually one of the predecessors to the guitar that we have today. Alright, up next, we have flutes that have been discovered in Iran, the Balkans, and Asia. These flutes have been dated to be at least the 6th millennium BC. Now, the article that I derived these from was Flutes of the European Farmer. Their main spiel was to have some history about these flutes that they discovered and to reconstruct them. These flutes have been constructed of bone, clay, as well as wood. Alright, up next is the aeolos, which is a type of flute. This type of flute was actually pretty much two flutes. The article that I used with this was called Associating the Aeoletres, Flute Girls and Prostitutes in the Classical Greek Symposium. Yeah. These girls didn't really have a choice. They were kind of slaves that played flutes. But pertaining to the aeolos itself, it is quite interesting that an instrument can actually hold so many different meanings to where, depending on who plays it and in what occasion, will depend on what the general meaning of the instrument will be. Alright, finally, but lastly, we have the lyre. The lyre is a quite interesting instrument because it doesn't really look like anything that we have today. It's kind of shaped like a deer head. It's got a tortoiseshell body, and its antlers, if you will, are made usually of wood and of bone. And then the strings were made out of sheep gut because that was the best material back then. This document on the lyre, a new music instrument from ancient times. Modern reconstruction of the Greek lyre of Hermes using 3D laser scanning, advanced computer-aided design, and audio analysis is quite well about searching the history of the lyre and then trying to recreate it with 3D printing it and 3D scanning it. It became one of the most popular instruments in all of Greece. In fact, children were educated to learn this as a primary instrument, like today in North America, in the year of 2018, guitars and pianos are. The instrument was actually introduced from Asia Minor. There are several variations of this instrument, but we're talking about the Greek one today. In Greek mythology, this was actually an invention by a man called the god of Hermes.